Ooh, I like that. That's the Xbox! You're scaring me.
She's intense.
It's video game reaction time.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Talk about a Christmas gift I didn't expect. Although I really can't even get it until next year. But they finally showcased the all-new gaming system from Xbox. Xbox Series X, formerly known as Project Scarlet. Now, this is just a hardware reveal, which in and itself isn't all that interesting for the average person. But why don't we also watch right after this a trailer they put together for their first game announced, Hellblade 2, just to show you how much better it is with compared to today's generation.
Dang, what's up with the X?
Yeah, they're kind of a big fan of X here.
XX. Let's watch it. This is now 4K.
This is a 4K trailer. That being said, a lot of games today are already 4K. But the problem is that when you run things on 4K today's hardware generation, it's oftentimes...
They're not compatible. Is that what it is?
The word isn't compatible. No. Are you just coming up with words just to sound like a gamer? That's okay, babe. You can totally be clueless like you normally are. No, it's just that frame rates don't always stick to 60 frames a second, and that's when it makes it look really silky smooth. And second, the texture quality just isn't quite there, and the visual effects isn't quite there. So once you put it all together with this next generation of hardware, it honestly will look like close to the cinematics that we see today that make you go like, that's not real gameplay. It's pretty soon going to reach a point where it will look like the gameplay, and it is the gameplay.
All right.
All right, so let's check this out. The world premiere of a new piece of hardware.
Let's do it.
And away we go. Honestly, I think they could have still come up with a better name than Series X, because they already have the letter X in there.
Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. And that you could have the power within one night to dream 75 years of time.
Ooh, I love how they've done this old school type of voiceover.
And you would naturally, as you began on this adventure of dreams, fulfill all your wishes. But now let's have a surprise.
All right, surprise.
Let's have a dream which isn't under control. And then you would get more and more adventurous. And you would make further and further out gambles as to what you would dream. And finally, you would dream.
I mean, is this gameplay footage or what? It's kind of hard to tell if it's that or still cinematics.
Where you are now.
Ooh, I like that. That's the Xbox!
It is now officially a box.
Cool!
That's a pretty cool design. It feels like a PC now, actually. It doesn't look like a console anymore, which is interesting because, you know, this last generation of hardware, which now has been out for 6 years, they've always really emphasized the concept that it's just that it's a console, as if it's really different than a PC, when the truth is, it's kind of the same thing, right? But now, I think we just acknowledge that you do so much in front of your TV, not just play games, but download games, watch movies, stream music, that they can go with a piece of hardware like this.
Oh, but the thing is, how tall is that? That's not gonna fit in our...
Oh, that's right. They didn't show the size. This thing's about 4 feet tall. It's almost about your height. That's the power of it. It's going to be like a mini server. There is one downside to this design, which I'll talk about at the end of this trailer. Actually, no, two downsides, I think. Two big oversights. But let's check out the gameplay, because at the end of the day, it's just a box, right? Like, well, why are you getting so excited because it's a black box, Lulu? Huh? We got 1 million boxes coming every day from Amazon, and you don't get excited about those.
It's a different style.
It's very different style.
New.
That's true. Very true. Let's check out this trailer from Ninja Theory, which I gotta admit, I am shocked that Ninja Theory is still around, one, and then shocked even more that there's a Hellblade sequel. Like, that first game was pretty intense, actually. So let's check it out.
Let's watch it.
And away we go. Supposedly, this is all in-game footage. Supposedly. Ooh, looks like Lord of the Rings there.
All dead are gonna rise.
Oh,
Ew.
it's like a Chinese deli. Oh my god.
He's scaring me.
She's intense.
It looks like real. Is she a real human being?
Wow. Wow. Did she just like raise an army of dead or something?
Looks like it.
It's just a little teaser.
That
Nothing
was
about
it.
the game or like anything that's going on. That being said, Hellblade was a pretty awesome game. So if it's based off the same gameplay concept, I'm already sold. Unless they go in a new direction. Hard to say at this point. Because I didn't even know this game was being worked on, quite frankly. Ninja Theory acted like a real ninja, surprised us with a secret attack.
Oh boy, this is hardcore scary.
This looks intense, yeah. I don't know if that's because of the quality of the trailer itself that, someone had put together real, intense visuals, or if it was enhanced because of the hardware, right? How much of that is because of the new hardware that's pushing it so that you can finally get those facial expressions of the person.
She looks just like...
Even the skin texture, because normally when you see skin texture in a game, it always feels a little bit waxy. This felt friggin' real. Friggin' real.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yikes.
All right, so the hardware specs, right? I mean, this is what I love about this new piece of hardware. First off, it's got an SSD hard drive, Lulu.
Oh, what is that?
That's okay. I know you're going to say that. It's a solid state hard drive, which means that it can load games up faster because it's running off a hard drive that can read data faster. So you ever see like me sitting there and sometimes it like takes forever.
Annoyed.
You're like, I gotta wait. Oh, not anymore. It's fast now. Fast. Once the data's saved to the hard drive.
So you like that. You like that. Everybody will like that.
It's got ray tracing. If you notice in that last trailer how the visual effects of the light kind of bounces around the surface looking really intense, really real. Really real. That's because of ray tracing, this technology. So it's built into the hardware. So instead of having to do a software, which takes a lot of computational power, boom, lighting is actually a really big factor in terms of how everything in the world looks. We just don't realize it. The way light bounces off the stuff.
The way we need the light here.
That's right. The way we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights to make us look good. 16 gigs of RAM. And what I really love, which is backwards compatibility, which means all of my old Xbox games can run on this hardware. I can just break it up and play it now.
Oh, so you don't have to sell it. And then...
Though I never go back and play old games, so I guess it's a kind of a moot point. But this is for everybody else. It's just exciting for me because when companies do stuff like this, it shows that they care about their fan base. They're not just saying, we don't care about everyone in the past. We don't make money on used game sales anymore. So like, screw them, buy the new stuff. No, this is saying, we value what you've already invested into this hardware and the games that you've bought from us. When companies do this, to me, I always feel like you deserve a shout out.
Gotcha. All right. Well, it looks like you're going to have a new toy next year.
Actually, 2 new toys. Just be ready that our budget's going to take a hit because I'm also going to get the new PlayStation 5.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm going to show you the new trailer for that one too on the next video. You know me, babe. I always have to get the new hardware. That's just my life and blood. Even though I don't work in the game industry anymore, to me, like owning that first, being one of the first people to have it, still feels like a badge of honor for, I don't know. It's just me
for getting it first.
So these are my 2 big issues right now with this new hardware. The first issue is that this type of design is very how would you say? It's very Americanized, right? This harkens back to the very first Xbox, which was very big and clunky as well. And Americans love it. They love that kind of like, powerful machine feel. But it doesn't work as well overseas. A lot of countries overseas, in particular through Asia, they like the slimmer build. They like the more refined design. And in fact, if you kind of harken back to the original Xbox, when it was launched in Japan, it did sell. Horrible. Yeah, it just absolutely did not sell. Now, that's a combination of the hardware and also the fact that a lot of the games were designed for American audiences. Like, for instance, like Halo was the big game. And Halo, first-person shooters, is definitely not the kind of genre that most Japanese people like to play, right? So I think that maybe it's at a point now where Microsoft is saying, well, our dominance is always in the Western world, so let's just design for that audience, one. And second, that Microsoft has always been a big PC company. So perhaps this is the opportunity for them to finally flex, like, this is a big, powerful PC. We have a huge PC connection. Imagine what we can do if we connect and bridge the two. So there might be a lot here that they're doing that might suggest compatibility. Right. Play on an Xbox, boom, then go play on your PC, right? Then play on your tablet. Like, there could be interesting stuff there that they're working on, I think. That would be, at least if I was CEO at Microsoft, I would do.
Why are they not telling you that now?
Because this is just a reveal. They want to tease it out for the next year. They have 365 days to go before this thing launches. They got to tease something.
Wait, you mean 2021?
What year do you think it is right now, Lulu?
19. But why you're saying another 365 days?
It's December right now, Ludette. What do you think that... So what's your math here?
No. Why don't you just...